Safe file corrupted! Well, the save file corrupted.
Yeah.
This is Prometheus.
This is Bobby.
Beetle.
Can't even get his own
I
name
can't
right.
even. I was reading the rematch up there.
This is the rootin' tootin' agamium now.
Yeah.
Back
nice.
again. Back for the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, we have
Feeling so fresh right now.
not a lot of topics for you. You know, it's kind of been a slow news weeks, I guess. But we do have one big topic. Well, kind of big. Kind of callous-inducing.
Yeah.
Competitive gaming recognized in U.S. as a pro sport.
How I get it, callous-inducing.
Yeah,
Power of thumbs.
Power of the Nova Core.
Yeah.
Too bad the first game to recognize is League of Legends, but, I guess that works too.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They're already MLG anyway, so
Yeah.
they were going to be the first to get there.
I guess maybe just because I haven't played that game, I just don't know what all the hype is about.
It's pretty simple. You have a character with a certain role and abilities and stuff.
Is it
And
really?
you work cooperatively to take out the other team.
Is it really even much of like a skill-based game? Like,
Yeah, it's very strategy-based.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's basically all strategy.
okay. All
Your
right.
strategy falls
You have to
into-
build
like,
skills.
You can't just have characters that have this certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you need the strategy of your team. If someone falls apart in your team, your whole team is done. You know,
Okay.
that's considering that you're fighting somebody that's very good as well.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when, like, when it's at like that level, they're just like boom, boom. They know the
Yeah,
map so
yeah.
well. They know like what you would do in these certain situations so well. So
Then
I've played a little bit of. I just helped out a team during a tournament once because they needed like a fifth person. So they're like, do this.
be a body shield.
Yeah.
Die over there.
Then I apologize to the League of Legends people. I was thinking it was like Diablo, so I was like, how does this get to be esports? But it's like
Yeah.
hack and slash.
Yeah.
But I guess if there's actual skill behind it, then kudos.
I played Ramus as a turtle.
Uh-huh.
Spikes on his back.
Nice.
He was a tank.
He has bikes on his back.
Spikes on his back.
Spikes. I think
He was a
spikes
tank.
sounds
Mikes.
cooler.
And they always had me like run through this part, run up the middle. So I just go up and just get behind me.
Were you a Ninja Turtle? The official League of Legends Esports Tournament League Championship Series has been fully recognized as a fully professional sport by the U.S. State Department. For the first time, players from outside the United States can move to the U.S. under specific visas, which are provided for pro sports players coming to America to work.
Really?
Previously, overseas LCS players had to go through a complicated series of applications to play professionally in the United States. The first player to benefit from the change in the law is Danny Lee, who has joined Team Coast and is eligible to move to the United States from his native Canada. That doesn't even count. It's from Canada. It's like America Junior. The new recognition of LCS applies to the 8 professional teams operating in the United States and is not applicable to other esports leagues, though they can now apply to be added to the list of recognized leagues. This is a watershed moment, said Riot Games Vice President of Esports Dustin Beck. It validates esports as a sport. We now have the same designation as the NBA or the NHL or other professional sports leagues, and we're in just as great a shape. Check out my six-pack. This opens the gates for other professional League of Legends players to make the transition to U.S. teams. It's like David Beckham coming to the LA Galaxy. That's the most obscure sports reference.
It has nothing that David Beckham coming to the LA Galaxy was for David Beckham's star power to get Major League Soccer a chance in the U.S. because
and we saw how that
yeah,
was.
exactly. It did absolutely nothing but further his career as a Calvin Klein underwear model.
Wearing a pair right now.
Will he start doing it again?
Yeah.
Or not again, but did he start doing that?
Calvin Klein underwear is a proud sponsor of Safe All Corrupted.
No, nice.
Yeah.
If
I'm wearing
only
them right now.
I'm not wearing them right now.
I'm wearing Hanes,
Hey.
the great American.
I'm not either. I'm just, you got to pitch
underwear.
it, bro.
The greatest American underwear made in North Korea.
You were the best cup of my balls.
The news first emerged through an interview with Riot Esports manager
Mine always
Nick
hugs
Allen
my wiener.
on GameSpot, in which he said that LCS players are now eligible for professional athlete sports visas. Beck told Polygon that the change in status has been requested by Riot Games. It's been a long process, he said. We have to get endorsements from participants and prove that this is consistent, viable career path, and people can make a living playing games. Okay, when they prove that, then I'll be impressed.
Yeah, I think at the most it's like 6 years before, like, hey, I got my degree. I'm gonna go get a tech job.
a degree in games. League of Legends Season 3 World Championships are scheduled to take place at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, October 4th, a significantly larger venue than last year's Galen Center. The LCS has grown enormously in the recent years, with top teams attracting 7-figure sponsorship deals and annual salaries for the best players averaging the $100,000 mark. Well, I guess you can make a living with that, That's good for your income bracket.
7 figures, yeah, that's...
I mean, I guess, sure, depending on, what type of things you like to buy. Yeah, I guess.
That's decent.
It's okay.
I mean, if you like chump change, I guess that's good.
I could buy a hamburger with that.
Yeah, you could buy a lot of Calvin Klein underwear with that amount of money.
I remember reading an article about a StarCraft 2 player, I think who was with Evil Geniuses. I want to say it was Idra or one of the other, one of the other popular dudes. And like in total, in a year, he makes. I want to say it was Stefano actually. That with sponsorships and all that, he makes just a little over $50,000 a year.
But is that money or is that all pylons?
I don't think it counts.
How much of these resources goes to his bills?
Yeah. they pay him in Vespian gas. Can't buy bread with this. Can't pay my rent in Vespian gas and crystals.
I'm sure he gets the sponsors to pay his Marines, his Marine envoy.
Yeah. Where does it hurt?
Where does it hurt?
Everywhere.
Great game.
But yeah, it's like it was just talking about how he made. I think I want to say somewhere to the tune of like $54,000-$55,000 a year, to where he can just that's all he does.
Yeah.
And the place he's set up is almost like kind of how they do in like Korea or Japan, where they're like in these like camps, for lack of a better term. It's almost like a boarding room, or like a boarding house with like the whole team that plays StarCraft 2, or I know they do it in Korea at least because they recognize it as a major sport.
Yeah.
So it's just like single dudes, and that's all they do is play StarCraft, and they have their meals made for them. They're like all brain meals and shit like that.
Oh my god!
Like it's smart food. That's pretty much like they cook like the best food that you could ever eat, but so that they stay active and they're getting healthy, and they have to get they're like on strict regimens. And I don't think the Evil Geniuses dude stateside are anywhere close to that, but I'm sure they have their.
I'm pretty sure not.
Yeah, but these dudes in Korea eat, sleep, and breathe.
But they have masseuses that come in to massage their muscles so they don't atrophy from just sitting down all day.
Maybe if they go to like the Twitch headquarters, they would do.
Nah, I think Korea's got them hooked up.
Yeah,
probably.
They're like the national treasures. Those StarCraft players.
Like they all wear like I remember the Korean the video I was watching with the Korean StarCraft players. They're all wearing like blue jumpsuits, like track suits.
Nice.
They're like Korean Guidos.
They've never went near a track in their life.
Yeah.
These are just for show. No running will actually take place.
Laps around you in StarCraft.
For like a second I was thinking like that'd be cool if like the FGC got that big. But people act like such douchebags already. Like, can you imagine if these guys were making like $100,000 salaries?
Oh my god! Yeah, I could. With the way they treat their fans on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or even each other to that extent.
Yeah, that would be awful.
Yeah.
Professional sports, esports don't get big. The FGC.
Yeah, right.
Well, see,
it's gonna be
with
terrible.
Well, I mean, you and me being where we work and seeing all the changes that have happened, with more money comes more responsibility and more accountability.
That's what Notorious B.I.G.
I would only assume that that's what would happen the more money that they're making, that a lot of these players, like with Idra, E.G. Idra, he got booted. Well, he used to be E.G. Now he's with some other company. He got booted from E.G. because he told some kid on a forum to fuck off, pretty much. Literally told him on the forum, fuck off. I can do whatever. I can talk to my fans however I want.
Yeah.
And some ate it up, and some thought it was disrespectful. It was kind of 50-50, I guess. But now, without knowing a whole lot about the dude, I mean, he got cut by Evil Geniuses because of the way he was talking.
Yeah.
That's
kind of funny, considering the name Evil Geniuses.
Yeah.
Or they,
I know, right? Yeah.
That is not the type of reputation we want for Evil Geniuses.
He's living up to the moniker, so.
Yeah, they should have given him a signing bonus.
And if anything, he wasn't even being a genius. He was just being evil.
Yeah, maybe that's
he had half of it right.
Maybe that's what it was like. It's like, all right, you're evil, good, excellent. This is what we want to see.
Yeah,
that's not genius level trash talk, sir. You got to
be like Justin Wong, the anti-hero. People only root for you when they hate Flocker because he's boring.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh man, a lot of people have been dismissive of it because they don't understand the scope of this," said Beck. because he's a loser baby, so why don't you kill him? Our viewership numbers are stronger than 80 or 90% of the sports covered on ESPN and Shanghai All-Stars event in March 2013. We had 18 million unique viewers. We are seeing overgrowth for every subsequent event that we do. This guy sounds like an evil genius. Like, it seems like he wants to take over the world with like professional gaming.
18 million is a shitload of people.
I think,
yeah, you'll see. They all doubted me.
Yeah.
I think professional gaming, like, literally on the level of, like, NBA, NFL, even WNBA, put it that way, is probably, at the very least, I don't know, 6 to 10 years away from it being just, like, not worldwide, but, like, nationwide, to where, like, any game that can be considered played competitively will be.
I can see that. It's just hard for me
Kinda
to
integrated.
imagine gaming getting as big as like I can see it getting as big, like you said, as the WNBA, but as big as like the major sports like basketball and football.
Well, I should clarify. I think as far as like those would probably be something like 20 to 30 years. So we'd be well into our 60s by the time. You know, our kids would probably be able to join like esports in that manner, to where like, oh hey, you know, I got picked up by Evil Geniuses or Complexity or whatever have you, and you know they're starting me out at like $40K or something like that.
Yeah.
$40,000 a year or $80,000 a year, something like.
Well, I mean, I can see that being plausible without getting like that big. I don't know. I just feel like there's going to be a ceiling for how big competitive gaming is, because even people that are into games don't necessarily want to watch people play necessarily. I don't know. I mean, I can definitely see it, because I mean that's the thing. It's like NBA is like a very broad sport, whereas like esports is going to be a very niche sport. So it only has like such a, you know, it can only grow so big. But I mean, I think it could definitely be like potentially like a viable, like, all right, you know, it's like no longer where you have parents saying like, oh, you're wasting all your time playing video games. Like, no, Mom,
we'll be those
I'm
parents.
gonna be a professional.
Well, there's even like a huge separation from like the esports community and like the FGC, the fighting game community.
Oh,
there's like a huge like. What you're saying, like StarCraft or whatever, League of Legends get like 18 million views. Like the highest ever recorded for fighting game community was like the last Evo, which they like hit like just over 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Like that's an even more like niche like community, you know, who take like fighting games seriously and like.
I think at its peak was during Marvel, and
it was like
and viewership was 145,000.
Was it 140? I thought the highest I got was like 109.
Last year's was just under. It was like 90. It topped out at like 98,000, 97,000.
So nowhere close to 1 million, but still a shitload of people watching. You know, for like.
Well, I think the biggest reason why League of Legends is so big is that Riot Games throws the tournaments. It's not really MLG or, you know, like Riot Games is the one that hosts.
Well, who is Riot Games? Are they the ones?
That made the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
they're the developer.
So it'd be like if Capcom actually backed their games more than
exactly, and they're
years.
the ones that threw the events and held people accountable and let other outside companies make teams as sponsorships, like EG and all that, and brought them in. Well, yeah, go ahead and form your team, and we'll do like a 3-on-3 Capcom or Street Fighter tournament and do the 1v1s as well, and then Marvel and.
Right now, like Capcom, they just like put in a couple, like a little bit of money for a pot. For each, like major event.
Yeah.
Send the weakest hype man ever. Get hype.
Yeah.
like.
For the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, that dude was fucking lame.
That guy was regular, ordinary guy that you yelled at him.
I love that, man.
You looked into his soul.
Yeah, he just stared.
Nothing.
He stared at me.
No hype.
I felt like I was the darkness in that sense. You know that? How does that quote go? It's like, "Don't stare at the darkness; it stares."
I think he thought he might die when he made eye contact. He's like,
yeah, because he just paused for like a good 2-3 seconds. He had the microphone to his mouth, and he's just like staring at me. I was like, regular guy.
He was like reflecting on all of his sins. Like, he knows. The shadow knows.
I murdered my girlfriend, threw her in the river.
Because you said my game with Rhea wasn't sick.
Yeah.
She said
it wasn't top tier enough.
Yeah. She said you got to up your Ken game, yo.
The same thing about it is like League of Legends. Is it getting bigger than StarCraft 2? Or just basically, or is it just climbing to that?
League of Legends, I want to say, gets on par or better views than StarCraft 2.
I would say like worldwide. I guess StarCraft is the bigger one, but I as far as I know,
no, dude, League of Legends is huge.
Oh yeah,
League of Legends is fucking huge. Like, yeah, it's just as big as StarCraft. In Korea. It's
bigger than StarCraft?
It's worldwide.
But is it bigger than StarCraft in Korea?
I want to say it's just as big. It's huge, dude. I'm telling you. They filled.
It's like the Marvel and Street Fighter.
What the event
there.
they threw back in? They had a big event, like tournament back in November. 50,000 people.
Wow. I gotta say, Riot Games is doing something really good because it's like
they filled a fucking stadium.
I mean, the fact that Riot Games, because that's so smart. Where it's like, all right, this is the game we made. Now we're gonna promote the hell out of it, and it's just like, it just makes
smart.
It makes a lot of sense. It's like instead of like Capcom, like, oh, let me throw a couple $1,000s there and let everyone else sort it all out. Like, they're really pushing it. I mean, to be able to make it grow that big, like that's
because I think what Riot's doing is kind of they're traversing uncharted territory.
Yeah.
Because StarCraft was a big esports game, but that was because of communities, and then MLG started from that, and they were throwing like big events. They're like, oh, well, Call of Duty's fun. People like playing that competitive. Let's throw in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Let's throw in Battlefield. Let's do Counter-Strike. Okay, let's do StarCraft 2, So it was like that. I mean, let's do StarCraft. And StarCraft was an e-sport for almost as long as it was around. And then StarCraft 2 finally came out, and that was just like even better for everyone,
It's like Riot Games seems like they're the reverse Nintendo. Where Nintendo's like, don't stream our stuff, and they're like, stream it, and we're gonna make it.
Well, with Riot Games is that they're doing their own thing. They have their own recording equipment. They have their own broadcasters. Everything is in house.
Yeah,
they're doing with their game what MLG does for Blizzard's game. So they're their own MLG. Yeah, more or less. And it's smart because they're keeping all that money in house. They don't have to go and pay people, for hey, run this event for us. Like no, it's like they hire the people necessary and they run the event themselves. It's all out of pocket. I'm sure they have sponsors as well, but I want to say it's also out of pocket.
Well, to them I say, bravo.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, could you imagine if Capcom actually, for one, had the money to do that themselves?
No, I can't.
The only reason they don't, I think, is because they don't want to kick the grassroots in the teeth. But it's like, well, work with these guys, hire a few of them,
I don't even give them that much credit. I think they just don't care enough.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, well, we're making a lot of that Resident Evil money. Just let these assholes keep doing their own stuff.
Speaking of Capcom, can we segue real quick into something?
I love segues.
So, okay, I'm a big fan. I played Dragon's Dogma, right?
Yeah.
So, I love the game. And as I told you guys a couple weeks ago when I had that list of the pre-order list that GameStop gave me.
Oh yeah.
It said Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen DLC.
Oh,
right?
and you didn't. We couldn't figure out what that meant.
I still don't know what it is, and it's been out. I don't know what it is because let me just tell you why I was mindfucked at seeing that in the first place. When I saw a pre-order said Dragon's Dogma, and the guy at GameStop was like, yeah, it's some Dark Arisen DLC. Like, they got to work on the grammar because Dark Arisen go in as Arisen is what people call you. Like, you're an Arisen. He's like, oh. He's like, okay. Anyways, I was just like, what is the DLC? He's like, oh, some expansion to the game. I was like, really? And he was just like, yeah, it's called Dark Arisen. I was just like, I thought about it, and when I look at my hard drive, just clear cache or temporary files, whatever, just go to see the save files, it says DD, Dragon's Dogma, and it says Dark Arisen. I was like, this is, I got this stock. I have no deal. Well, I bought DLC since, but nothing that said Dark Arisen.
Yeah.
And almost all of the DLC says, it says, you do not have to purchase this if you already have the Dark Arisen DLC. I was like, where is the Dark Arisen DLC, and what is it? I don't know what it is still. Apparently, I don't have it, but, I think I do. But, my hard drive already says, since I've gotten the game since around, after it came out,
you get it on
it says Dark Arisen. But that's just what the game looks like it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't find any DLC for this. I didn't find any new releases. I didn't find any expansions. I beat the fucking game. I did everything that I could. I was just like, I have a whole bunch of, endgame content to do, but nothing related to that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what it is. I didn't download anything, but I think I have it. I think I've always had it. It feels like that's just the name of the game.
Yeah.
I really don't know, though.
Maybe it's their infamous disc-locked content. Because you have it, it's there, but you don't have it.
But I didn't even find anything to buy it. I literally searched on
PSN.
No, well, I have it on Xbox, but I searched the marketplace.
Maybe that's why.
That's your problem.
Because you couldn't even get the Mass Effect stuff without using the pass.
But it doesn't have the Dragon's Dogma doesn't have any kind of passes.
Exactly.
Apparently, I have the content though.
Yeah, but do you have to put in the code or something? or like to purchase it, you have to have Xbox Live Gold.
Well, that's for anything for Xbox Live.
I know. So maybe
I
that's
have
the reason
Xbox.
why you don't
Dragon's
have
Dogma
No, I
Dark
have
Arisen
Xbox Live Gold.
is the re-release of the original game.
No, that doesn't make sense then because
containing massive new content.
Yeah, what does it say it includes?
It just says the game was revealed in 2012 Tokyo Game Show. The release contains the full original Dragon's Dogma game, but with new additions such as new enemies, quests, locations, character customization, weapons, and armors. That is going to say and more.
What are you talking about? What new release?
I don't know. I guess whenever it came out in 2012. Because the game comes with a 2-disc set for the Xbox 360 version. Disc 1 contains the original Dragon's Dogma with the Dark Horizon expansion and with some game tweaks, while Disc 2 contains the HD texture package with Japanese voice acting. Each file is 1.5 gigabytes, making a total of 3 gigabytes to be installed on the hard drive. I don't know, does that any of that sound familiar?
Maybe you've
I don't
already played
have
all the
that.
extra quests.
No.
I don't have 2 discs.
Well, it says it came out... Okay, never mind. It says it came out in April.
This past April?
Yeah.
So I guess this was a re-release of the game?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's really what it is.
Oh, because there is a resolution issue, which on anybody's screen you get the black bars on the bottom and top,
Yeah.
and like you can't ever. It's not very crisp, and you can't ever like get the screen to fit your screen. Because you just always have the black bars, which is fine. You get used to it. The game looks beautiful, but it did look a little bit rough for being such a newer game.
Yeah.
I feel like what you said, HD content pack. I was like, I'm pretty sure that I have not been playing this with HD content available. It looks fucking great. I like the way it looks right now without it.
But now
a
imagine
little
if you
gloomier.
had HD textures
I
on a
would
second
love
disc.
that. Oh shit! So it's a real. I thought it was just.
Face.
I thought it was a.
God.
Yeah,
If only
that's
you could.
crazy. I'm gonna go and trade mine in and buy that.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What is it?
Hold on.
Okay. before I do
Although it
that-
must be noted that the HD texture package does not enhance the visuals of the original game. Okay, never mind. I guess you would have the second game. But I thought it was going to say, like, you get these HD textures, it looks exactly the same. But I guess, like, it would be for whatever the new re-release is. So never mind. False alarm.
So either way, it's gonna look the same.
No, you have to actually get the Dark Arisen version and then have the HD textures. Like, you couldn't, like, add the HD textures to the version of the game you already have.
Okay, that's why it's not a marketplace.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to actually get whole other game.
Ooh.
Wow. That sounds like a whole lot of headache.
So I'm gonna trade it in and then get that 2-disc one and just put HD textures and see if my
No,
resolution
I think from what
fixes.
he's saying is that it's going to be a completely new game, right?
Well,
Like
it
all
says-
the stuff he's got on there is not going to be compatible
I
with
would,
the
No, it
universe.
I would
can't
imagine the
hack.
save files still would
Yeah.
be, but just
Okay.
that the textures. If you got the textures from the from the DLC, you couldn't just put it on the original game. You'd have to get the re-release of the game
Right.
with the HD textures.
So download anything that's or delete anything that's downloaded of the game to the hard drive, aside from save files, right?
No, because
Yeah, I think-
because the DLC should be compatible as well.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Because they're just re-releasing the original game, but with but one that's compatible with the HD content. Which I don't know why they couldn't just
because
put out DLC.
Because your face, that's why.
Oh,
That's such a headache.
Ah!
isn't it?
Ha ha!
So that means that I've bought DLC that I wouldn't have to buy
Yep.
if I buy this new version. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. You
Thanks,
sucker.
Capcom.
Sucker. Sucker. If
Well-
only you had read, Bobby. Beetle.
Well, speaking of Capcom,
I love Dragon's Dogma. I was just gonna say that.
You just don't love reading.
Capcom looking at balance update to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 after Evo.
Damn, I wish I had prepared for that. I got a few things. but go
Morgan
ahead.
shouldn't build meter during the twin sister
Yeah.
special.
I thought there's like nothing specific. It's like
my
maybe-
my biggest thing, because like, oh man, I need to make like a wish list of this. Vincent had a really good one, and he had some really good ones, but I can't fucking remember them because none of them really pertain to the characters that I like. But one for Sentinel that I really wish would happen is not only on assist, but even during regular play when you call out the drones with low and medium, they disappear as soon as he gets hit.
Yes.
Now I want one of two things to happen. Either make them permanent to where no matter if he gets hit, they keep flying. But if they're going to keep it the way it is now, then Doom's hidden missiles should do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think it should go to Doom's hidden missiles need to do the same thing. When you hit Doom, they need to go away because those assists are fucking good. And you need to have that kind of thing. Because that's not easy to do, to get in on it while you can... Because the same thing happens with Nova. If Nova does his energy javelin, if you just hit them, they won't come down.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just a way of kind of nerfing how good they are, you know, because Nova's fucking godlike.
Energy javelin.
But yeah, I think they should make those same properties for Doom, where if he gets hit, the hit missile should go away. And I think they should keep Sentinel, like keep his properties the same, but give Sentinel more life. Because Sentinel goes down, because Sentinel gets hit by everything.
Yeah.
And he just goes down like paper. So
I think they should give him a couple more specials.
Like, what do you mean? He has like 3 great specials.
Yeah, but like you have someone like Doom, and he's got like an air special version of his other air.
No, Sentinel's way more powerful than Doom, though.
Nah,
Yes, he definitely is.
I don't know.
He's got 3 great specials. Sentinel doesn't have a bad special.
I know what they need to add.
That's true.
Because Ray can use them in one combo. All 3 of them go together.
I can use them in one combo.
Well, exactly. That's great. Those are 3 great specials that they combo into each other. So they complement each other so well.
I think Chun-Li should have faster kicks.
Honestly, no. I really want to hear what would you say to promote or to help fix Chun-Li to be more like closer to like mid tier or even mid upper tier? Like what would need to be done?
I don't know. I mean, the thing that she seems to lack, I mean, she does have an OTG, but it's not that great. It's hard to time.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
Yeah, well, it's not complicated. I mean, it's just down and I think triangle, but it's just like the timing of it because the way you have to like bounce on top of them.
Yeah.
Like I think if she had like some type of like kick that would just like knock them up, like as an OTG, like I think a different special to like link things up, I think would actually work a lot better.
Yeah.
But that's the main thing I can think of.
Or even make her globe move like OTG.
Yeah, like something like that. I don't know. Her level 3 is kind of weak.
Yeah, really.
Well, obviously I don't use it because I burned all my meter. But in the situation where I had 3 bars, it's like it doesn't even really seem worth using because it seems like you can get more damage just using her regular level 1 3 times.
Yeah, I think another cool thing would be since there's no real way to utilize her Kukin, but like if you do like the same thing with Morgan, if you do her charge version, or if you press it with the launch button with X on PS3, it could throw it out and like help catch meter. Or something
something like that.
Just something to add like that extra incentive to where you could do it as a what do you call it, an assist, you know, to help kind of make her an assist, like a battery assist, pretty much.
Yeah. Also, Iceman would help balance the game.
He definitely would.
Iceman, Cable, Gambit,
Cyclops.
I mean, you know, at the very least, I know, like, they say that they can't add more characters to the game, but that's not to say that you can't have people work on the damn game that already exists to do patch. Like, the game is yours. You don't need a license to fix what's broken. You just need a license to add more characters.
I don't know. It's obnoxious, especially the fact that they're adding more characters to Street Fighter 4 after they were pretty much like Arcade Edition. That's the last one. Yeah. Never mind. There's 5 more characters. You
we
can't
don't have
more
the money
to
make 5.
So I don't know. That pisses me off. But I don't know. It's kind of funny how this article has nothing specific about the balances they want to see. Because Ono just said that at this year's Evo, blah 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 blah. We see that we do have things here and there that can be balanced better. Ono added that in terms of content, we really don't have any ideas about how to make the game better. But the fans asked, you don't have any ideas about how to make the game better? Add more fucking characters. All right, I'm done. I'm not going to read the rest of this article. I'm done. Ono, eat a dick.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know. But I just feel like, I don't know.
So I have a... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say about Iron Man. So Iron Man definitely does need a buff.
Think about that.
Yeah, so, like, Iron Man, I have a couple things about him. Is, like, when you do down heavy... that missile comes out. So that really needs to be a kick because, like, when you just hold down, you're trying to, like, open them up.
Yeah.
Like, literally that missile comes out. Like, it's a good missile. I think it should be mapped to something else, though.
Yeah.
And then also his launch has no range. It's that kick that goes straight up.
Yeah.
Like, you can only link it with the standing H. It's just, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. My whole thing with Iron Man was, like, give him another special.
Yeah,
he only
definitely,
has 2.
Definitely.
See, my thing was, my suggestion was given 2 specials that do the same thing.
He does. Oh, okay.
No, it's not quite. It's 2 specials that do the same thing. I mean, do different. The same special that does 2 different things, and they're just armor swaps, like 2 armor swaps.
I see what you're saying.
Like one that's like Hulkbuster, and another one that's like a speed boost.
Yeah.
That does different things, and he gets like a different set, or instead of repulsors, it's something different. Kind of, and all you would have to do is press down, small, medium. The same way like where Morgan does the twins, or where Amaterasu switches weapons.
Yeah.
Like I think that would definitely make Iron Man much more viable.
So there's one thing in particular. Sorry, I just gotta get this out. There's one thing in particular they have to fucking change. Back to the way it was in Marvel 2. When he does the fucking proton cannon, you can't just kneel right in his face and not get hit by it. That shit needs to appear, knock you down, and kill you. The way it used to be.
I think it needs to take up that space. That was like an unnecessary nerf to that special. Because he's already
garbage.
Bad.
It's this huge beam that takes off half the screen. You're gonna just, hold on, I'm just gonna duck right here.
Right between his fucking legs.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm gonna punch you in the iron dick.
It's like, can he like shoot a missile out of his knee or something? Like,
yeah,
get back
right.
there. I don't know. That's to me, like, of all the nerfs to Iron Man, that's the most obnoxious one.
And I think his flying techniques will be a little bit better. Like as far as like, at least needs to be a little bit faster. Because he is Tony Stark, so he should have the best tech in the game.
Oh
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know they don't like follow like the comic and all the time, but I think he should have like the best tech, like the best flight in the game.
Definitely.
At least next to Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom is also a genius as well. But they should be like the two that just like they have like a great, like maybe some of the best like air mobility next to like Storm or what's his name?
Bukaki Magneto.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, but Iron Man had a certain move in Marvel 2 that he doesn't have now. And I'm trying to remember what it was.
Did his repulsor beam always do that little spread at the end?
No,
it didn't have that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It was more like a laser light show. It was like, because this one's just all blue.
Yeah.
It was like all like multicolored.
Yeah, it was like red, white, and all this. Yeah.
Like pinkish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely the pink. He should have a Pepper Potts assist. She comes up and just slaps you with like a manila folder.
a manila folder.
They should get rid of Wolverine's Swiss cheese.
I don't like
yes,
being handed
please
things.
do. I hate that shit. Well, actually, I kind of like it now, but it screws me up because I always like accidentally do it and I get caught with something.
And he should get a what do you call it? More life back faster.
Definitely.
While in assist mode, and definitely during X Factor.
I think he needs to have, like, the way Phoenix resurrects, I think he needs that if you have, like, all 5 bars.
Yeah.
I think he should come back, like, in Berserker mode.
He's way too good for that, though.
But he's Wolverine!
He's such a good character, and then, like, you're just going to bring him back and make him look like the same
I'm
character.
going to make him the OP, and then they're going to have to balance it right after they balance it.
But it makes sense with Gene. She's a Phoenix.
But he has a super healing factor that's not at all utilized in the game.
My version of a hat trick. As long as he says that, then I'm fine.
That would be so funny.
I'll deal with it. I just won't care. All right.
I wish he did do that.
Yeah, I want alternate Marvel 2 voiceovers.
Oh,
that you can individually activate for each character.
Thumbs up, soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Let's go, Bob.
The Spider-Man, this one grew on me, but like the Marvel 2 Spider-Man was just cool.
Hey, this one's for JJ.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, and I thought they would give him more quote because he had like 4 or 5 different quotables
like
in the
This was
taunts.
for JJ. I like the get a job. That was my
Yeah,
that's my favorite one. Get a job.
Hey.
Yeah, it's so good.
And now all he says this one's for JJ, I think.
I think
No, he
so.
doesn't. No, he doesn't say that.
See my new movie.
He just sounds more kiddish than this one. He's like web swing. He's like maximum spot. Like he grew on me. I really like him. He's just like a little bit more.
He needs a
Like the
little
other
bass
one,
in his
just like,
voice.
I don't know. Just something about those.
Say with
I'm
your
curious
chest.
to know.
Those older '90s voices are just so
Yeah,
good.
they were just perfect.
I'm curious to know what would you do for Deadpool.
I would keep Nolan North.
What would you do?
I don't care about voices. I mean like character-wise.
Deadpool? I don't know. Give him a little bit more life. Let him. I don't know. I've just found so many workarounds for Deadpool, and I made him so what I want him to be.
Yeah.
That I don't even know. Like I would just give him a little bit more life because he has a healing factor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has Wolverine's healing
he has.
factor.
He has Wolverine's healing factor. And they both should heal a lot faster as assists.
Yeah, I think at least 5% faster than like everyone else.
I think they should.
I think 5% is reasonable.
I think they should take away his blowing up on third teleport.
Oh yeah.
So many people got like Virgil has a teleport. Wesker has an awesome teleport.
See,
and, like
and
Deadpool's.
you know what's funny is that they added that to make it funny. But it's like if this game is being played competitive, you can't have shit like that.
Because he has a great teleport, and the thing is like I use Wesker. I use his teleport. Like I don't abuse it, I like to abuse it because with the Deadpool assist, it's crazy good. But the fact is, anybody has a teleport. Like, while you're in the middle of a combo, if they're, like, already blocking, you're not going to make this. If you don't want to get punished, you can just cancel the teleport out of there. Like, especially Wesker. Wesker has a back teleport, which you can just get out of any situation. Virgil has, like, the up teleport, then, like, the fake-out teleport where he stays in the same place, and the behind one. So it's just, like, you have so many options with those teleport characters. Deadpool, you have 2 options. I mean, you have 2 tries. So I usually use up those tries with a grenade, assist, and teleport, and if that doesn't work, I'm just like, well, I got one more, and then if I do the third one, I'm probably going to lose Deadpool, because he, like, blows up, and then it's, like, a hard knockdown, so he's, like, bouncing a couple times. It's, like, that's enough time for anybody to pick him up. It's just...
They should change the teleport to a taunt. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if they want to have that animation to make it funny, it should be a taunt, so it's optional if you want to screw around. Not to actually affect your actual gameplay.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. That'd be really cool.
That way, if you just want to be cocky, like, oh, I was going to blow myself up, I'm that good. That way it's not like, hey, I'm trying to actually legit win this, but I blew up and died instead. One guy at Evo.
Yeah, and what was it? His standing heavy, his standing heavy is like that kick that knocks you back. That screws up combos. But it's still it's a really good move though. See, I've learned to deal with any of his weaknesses. But, like, he's just really good. I was going to say give him more OTG. Yeah. Because, like, anybody who has an OTG, they can OTG, like Viper. She OTGs, like, 3 times in a combo. You know what I mean? And then gets the specials off afterwards. Deadpool has 1 OTG, which is a Katana Rama. You use that, you're done. Yeah. And it also takes up a wall bounce, too, to get him up. So, he just, like, they literally just don't want Deadpool to have more than, like, 1 rep of a combo.
Yeah.
But I've gotten around that, too.
Deadpool was awesome in vanilla, and they just completely nerfed him towards, like, no one uses him anymore.
Yeah, he's a little slower as well.
Like, Beetle's literally the only person I know that uses Deadpool, and he's not even a competitive player. Like, nobody literally uses Deadpool. Yeah. Ever. I've never seen him in any tournament since Ultimate Marvel's been in the tournament scene.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
No, they need a buff. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah,
I actually hope they make him a playable character.
The funny thing is that
he's good.
He had an invincible assist with the papers.
Yeah.
And they took that away. Like, the one thing that made him good in Ultimate. And then they did, like, one update, which was when they added Heroes and Heralds.
Yeah.
It's that chick assist that he brings out.
No. With him as your assist.
Oh, with him as your assist.
Yeah, he comes out and does the
okay.
That was invincible. Like, completely. Like, you couldn't... Well, you could avoid it, but... Like, you couldn't... I think you could hit him out, but it took a while. Like, but on entry, he was invincible, and they took that away to where he could be punished. I was like, that's the only good thing about him. You know?
Basically.
He's like, when people play Phoenix Wright and they're actually good... Like, it's pretty crazy the stuff they get off, you know? But, like, it's still, in the end, he's just very bad.
Yeah,
like,
well, the fact that you have to collect evidence in the middle of a match...
Dude, the people who actually, like, play him seriously and, like, know how to play it, like, it's amazing. Like, like when they, like... But the only thing is, like, you have to, like, either sacrifice extending a combo in order to look for evidence. Yeah. And, like, they do it so... Like, people who can do it so well, but it's still holding him back. Oh, he's a joke character... But you can make him a little cooler.
It's still, like, needlessly complicated. Like, you shouldn't have to duck and dig in the ground.
Because, like, Frank West, because he has a level-up system as well. Yeah. His level-up system is how many hits you get off in a combo before you take a picture. Yeah. And the picture is what levels you up. So you'll have, like, a 60-hit combo, take a picture that combos into it, and then, like, you get, like, level 5 or level 4.
Yeah. And that's more practical.
That's great. Like, if they did the same thing, like, maybe, like, how many combos, and then you just, like... Throws a manila folder at you or something, you know? Or just like, I don't know, objects. Yeah, exactly. Or like, what they call it? They prosecute. Yeah. Like a prosecute, and then like he just levels up that way. That would be cool. But like collecting evidence and then turning in the evidence. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really tedious.
Because then he has like no movement speed or anything. He just has like a jump. Doesn't have a very good dash. I don't know if you can even wave dash with him.
You can. It looks really awkward, though, from what I've seen.
I think all the waveless dashes look awkward. It looks so funny.
My wave dashes are good. Man, Wesker's wave dashes are godlike.
You are nothing but a wave dash to me.
You know, Ryu needs a buff. Like, they added some really cool stuff in Ultimate, but...
They need to remap his power-up instead of down.
Yeah, they really do. Like
Yeah.
that one should be.
Oh,
like
is that the
back
stupid
shore
one
you.
I always do, where it's like where
He
Yeah.
just goes.
yeah, I hate that.
It's hard
Yeah.
because his blink dash is so vital to
Yeah.
his combos, and just his overall movement. And then you do like if you do it too fast or you do it wrong, it's like all of a sudden you're just your evil Ryu.
Yeah.
It's like this is lame. You just killed the freaking meter.
Mm-hmm.
You know it sucks.
They
And
need
like
to
for pros like Ray, that's not a concern. But I don't know people that want to level up and get good. You know.
Even Ray fucked it up from time to time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's found ways just to like, I'll just roll with it.
Yeah.
You know, he's made combos based off of that. So, but I mean, you shouldn't have to. That's the whole point. That you really shouldn't have to do.
Yeah, the
like
down
that.
S. Because this is the fact that down S is his. Down L and M whatever for the special.
Yeah.
It's definitely crazy.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah, they should probably change it to like S and H.
Because I understand
For all of those.
I understand putting Dante's teleport as a down S. Make it a little bit more inconvenient just because Dante has every single tool that you need in the game already, you know? Like, you get him a teleport, it's going to be a down S. So at least they can see you, like, push down right before you do it, you know? But, what else? Virgil, god damn it. He needs
more swords.
I thought you said he didn't need a nerf, but he needs a nerf.
No, I didn't say he didn't need a nerf. I said he's not broken. But I might also be taking that back, too. But it's just that you can take out Virgil. He is very punishable.
I think spiral shorts, you shouldn't be able to combo into spiral shorts twice.
Oh, like the loops?
Yeah, loops.
Yeah.
Sweet
And
loops.
I think the same thing goes for zeros.
That's what I was about to say. What about Zero?
Lightning loops. There should be a finite amount of hits that does. Like 3 or 4.
I don't know, but it's several different moves that you're doing, though. It's not an actual special, so... It's like
It is a special. It's the mirror special.
For
Zero.
For Zero?
Yeah. It's the same as Sister.
Yeah, I understand that, but you said like you can only do like a certain amount of hits, like because you already have like a small time limit for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Zero. It's like it's a legit infinite. That's the thing about it. Like if you nerf it, you got to nerf the character, like his combos as a whole. Because it's like Yen's special as well, where you're just you're still doing regular moves.
Yeah,
you just have a little power up.
Okay.
Like you have to find a way. Like it already has a short time limit. It's just that in that particular combo. It's fucking godly, it's an infinite, and I don't know why it doesn't build meter, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, okay. Oh, no.
The only ones it does is Morgan's.
Yeah.
Which is kind of.
I do think that lightning loops need to be taken out of the equation. I just don't know how they would do it. Well, I guess they could like change the properties of his Buster, because his Buster was make say because he's like jump and then dash down, or the lightning down. And then jump, and then like let the Buster go, and then lightning down right after the Buster, and they have to like nerf like the lightning or something like that because he has like a lightning and a teleport.
And you can combo into the lightning too many times.
Yeah, and it
Before
catches you from whichever part.
Yeah, because you can do it like 3 or 4 times, and then boom, there comes lightning loops.
Which way to block at that point?
Yeah, he's got like way too many options.
Yeah,
I get the high risk, high reward thing, but. Give him a little bit more life and take away a couple of his moves.
Yeah.
Take away his cheapness.
So they take him out, put Mega Man
Ryu,
in.
I think he should, put Mega Man in. Ryu, they should give him the air hurricane kick special.
Then he did have an air kick. Oh, okay, never mind. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Do it in the air.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Right?
I can see some interesting stuff. You can combo a lot of specials into that.
Not only that,
like anybody's up special, like Dooms or Taskmasters.
Yeah,
they can combo into it.
They should add for a level 3. He tags in Ken, and he wall bounces you. And then Ken hits you with the uppercut, and he hits you with the fireball. Badass.
Yeah.
And they nickel. Then they
they call it
a day.
They fist pump it, and then Ken jumps out. I want to the game.
I think with the Shinku Hadouken, you shouldn't. When you get hit by it, you shouldn't be able to air recover. Like that should cause knockdown.
Oh yeah.
That should cause easy knockdown.
It should be like Capcom SNK 2.
Yes.
Where Yun just like turns his back and Yang comes in. He does the ring sin Mahaken.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking love that shit.
Or Kyosuke. And he has like the
the 3
like,
it's
Kyosuke. His whole crew jumps you.
Yeah, he's like boom boom. He knocks him up, and then like one dude did this like a little hurricane kick on him, and then the other chick like hits him with something, and then they just like all three just like.
Yeah, see, I want
that's a
that
badass
exactly.
special.
Yeah, something like that would be badass.
Or something like Captain Commandos. For those that aren't familiar with CVS2.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He has one with the ninja, the pirate, and the other dude come in and they just whoop ass,
Yeah.
and then they just leave.
They just disappear.
That Kyosuke special is fucking...
That's my favorite
Yeah,
one
that
in
was
the game.
definitely really cool.
But yeah, something like that I think would be cool. Obviously, they wouldn't do something that extensive, but that would be badass.
I wish they would, though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, if they could put these guys in the game, let them get cameos.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I was mad that Yang wasn't in CVS2, but then he was.
Yeah.
And he showed up with that. He's your special.
It's like, hey, bro.
Special.
Do you even special, bro?
Yeah, I guess he doesn't. That's why he had to come in.
He was studying for exam.
I like the intro. It shows Yang pumping his fist, and then Yun just puts his hand in front of him no.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever he comes out, I remember that.
To the hand.
Yeah. He's just like, no, I got this.
I think Capcom needs to hire us so we can let them make better games.
Yeah,
I agree.
Sorry, you guys need to drop Combo Fiend. Get on that Pit War crew. Love Combo Fiend, he's my boy and all, but I'm sorry. We got better ideas. Better. Just saying.
But yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of changes. I mean, Dormammu, I know Filipino champ was wanting them to. Dormammu's already a fantastic character. Does a lot of damage and he has great combos. But he said because he has a flame carpet thing. It's an OTG, right? But you can't combo off of it. You can just basically end it.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to combo into it is to X Factor out of it, and then
gotcha.
combo. So he's saying if you can just combo into that flame carpet, I was like, ugh. He'd be way too good at that point.
Yeah, he's cheap as hell as it is.
Yeah, he's really cool. I don't know a lot. I think if I could think for a while, I could think of some others, but that's all I really got at the top of my head. I know that Morgan shouldn't build meter.
Mm.
Doom, I don't know about Doom. What do you think about Doom, Jay?
Huh?
What do you think about Doom?
I think Doom is fine the way he is. He has a lot of options. That it is. I think Doom is kind of at the perfect precipice, whatever you want to say. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Doom. The only thing I would change, and it just goes back to Sentinel, either make Sentinels drones on assist and during prime, when he's in, lack of a better word, when he's your main guy, either make drones on assist and when you have him as your main, stay permanent even if he gets knocked back or hit, whatever, don't cancel him out. Mm-hmm. But if you keep him the same way, which I think they should be permanent, that would just make Sentinel better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good, and I would actually take that over life.
I don't know. I think what Sentinel needs is life, though.
And even if you don't, what Sentinel does need is some super armor.
He has super.
Yeah,
I know for a fact.
But it's one move where he's super slow. You already know, and all your characters are teleports. So for teleport characters, it's a given. You're just gonna avoid that easily. Not
necessarily, because I can teleport.
Sentinel's got too much drawback when he does those super armor moves. It's not the same as Hulk, where he's kind of protected no matter what.
Well, Hulk. Well, I think how they explain is that Hulk has super armor and Sentinel has armor.
Yeah.
But no, I'm pretty sure, as a fact, that you took that grenade hit and kept going with that combo.
No, I didn't.
Because I
didn't take the grenade.
Well, the grenade isn't a big explosive hit. It's just one hit, so you can cancel that with just about anything. I think you did take that one hit, though.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I think I was just right outside of it.
Oh man,
that's what it looked like to me.
I definitely know that. Well, I think the biggest
just
thing
for the viewers, we were playing earlier, and Beetle swears
Listeners.
that Deadpool's grenade hit Sentinel before I launched.
Well, it hit you during a combo, and you just kept going. I was like, yeah.
Supposedly I powered through it, but I still maintained that I was just outside of the hit parameters.
Oh man, I saw the flame. The flames.
If you say so.
I lost that match.
Yeah.
You know one thing they need to take into consideration. You gotta get rid of all that PlayStation lag so Chris G can win tournaments again.
Oh yeah, right.
It's funny because Cat's my favorite character, but he's so mid tier. But even then, I don't know what more you could really do. The only thing I would request is that you give him if you give him repeated jabs on low light. Instead of just one hit and this really susceptible reload.
Yeah.
To where because when he does standing lows or lights, standing lights, you can repeat those. But it's with Ryu, you can keep spamming them even when you duck.
Yeah.
I was Cap should at least have that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Should give him a Bucky assist.
Yeah, give him a Bucky assist.
Just throws his body.
I think his specials are fine the way they are, but I think I think his
Human
level
shield.
3. Now that I'm getting into, I'm like all excited. I think his level 3 should be able to combo into more things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially from.
I mean, I can do it. but-
Especially, yeah. Well, especially from mid screen
I've
when
got
you're
the final
doing the
justice right.
shield
Oh.
loops.
Yeah, it definitely deceives into thinking that it's gonna have the same properties as as charging star.
Yeah.
Not as far as hit when it hits you, but as far as the speed at which it goes. It seems like Captain's he's final justice, and then he's and then he goes it's this it gives you time to drop down and hit the ground, and then he just immediately goes to that point, you know.
Yeah.
So you'll get me right in the air, and I'll be right in front of you, and then, but right when he starts up, it lets me drop, and then he gets there really fast.
Yeah.
So it doesn't catch it the way you want it.
Right.
So
I also think they just make him a little bit faster.
I agree.
Should give him a buff where he just injects super serum, the super soldier serum TRT into his arm.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster.
Wow.
I don't know if you want to get all fanboyish, he should take less chip damage just because of the shield.
I can see that.
If he has a shield.
Oh yeah, but if you throw the shield, it doesn't apply.
Yeah.
See, that would actually be cool. Give him invincible, 0 chip damage with the shield, but it falls on the ground.
Yeah.
Just
Like
as
in
a
Marvel 2?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Marvel
you
2
could,
throwback, and then he's just as susceptible to chip damage as he is in this version.
Yeah.
That would be something cool. And a little throwback to Marvel 2.
Yeah,
Just
that would be-
anything
yeah, I like
resembling
that.
Marvel 2.
Yeah.
I'm so down for it. I don't
We
even
want more
care.
Marvel 2 and Marvel 3 is what we're saying.
All right, let me ask you guys.
Want Storm to be a goddess again.
As far because
I'm the
none of
goddess
us
of the
can
elements.
really do them, but as far as from a viewership, a Stream Monster standpoint, how do you feel about TSC Infinites?
He's the Infinites.
Would you be for or against them?
I would be. See, I don't know. The thing I'm torn about is that they're dumb, they're boring, and you're not really playing the game at that point. Because some of them are really easy, like Magnetos and shit.
Yeah.
Sentinels.
Sentinels. The only thing is that the only reason to keep it is that it builds. By the end of the end of an Infinite, you might lose a character, but everybody's gonna have 5 bars by the end of that. Everybody's got so much meter.
By the end of the night?
By the end of the combo, everybody's gonna be you'll both have meters,
Yeah.
But you both will, but you'll be down a character. So I don't think they should be in the game. I think they're pretty dumb. I mean, there's a whole enough shit that's going on in Marvel to have to deal with we've never done any Infinites because I can't do anything on a whim.
That's why I was asking.
The matches, there's so much going on. You really just don't need to sit there and just watch a movie.
Yeah.
It's just boring. It's dumb. Obviously, it's not what the system was supposed to be doing. So I don't know. I don't really like them. I fucking leave to go get a sandwich if I know the kind of player just going to start doing them.
I don't know if you guys remember in Vanilla for the short time we played that, but there was actually, how you can do the team aerial combos?
Yeah.
Well, when you're the one getting hit, you could actually defend it, and whenever you're doing the team switch, it has it now, to where you can pop out of it, but then you can do the TAC in the air after that. So, it's our team, with Cap, Sentinel, Doom, and you have Wesker, Deadpool, Chris.
Me? I have
Yeah.
Wesker, Taskmaster, Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, Wesker, Taskmaster,
Let me show you
Deadpool.
how
So,
to use that
your
shield.
Wesker's hitting my Cap in the air, launches him in the air, and then boom, you tag in Taskmaster, and then Taskmaster does his combo, and then you're going to tap in Deadpool, but then I fight it back, hit you, do the wall bounce, and then I get to do the combo, and then boom, I get to bring in Sentinel, and then boom, I get to bring in Doom.
See,
and I think you can break it, and then we both go to the floor after that.
Yeah. Well, it used to be that you could basically get a combo if you break it.
Yeah.
So if you break it and they fly back to the part of the screen, if you're in a certain position in the air when you break it, sometimes you'll hit the ground right as they are, so you can get a combo off, right? But they just literally they just made the system to where you can't really do anything during that time when they're falling.
Yeah.
So it's even if you break it, you get no reward.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of dumb, but I think I would have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I
if
think
you break
that-
it, that's your ass.
Yeah,
It should be-
exactly.
Yeah.
That way it makes it punishable. It's
Yeah.
they can't be oh, I'm just going to oh shit, you broke it.
Yeah, because if you get
Yeah.
your TAC broken, then you're full screen. You're away from the other guy.
Because that's the cool thing is that it makes it a gamble to use. So it's like, oh, should I or shouldn't I? Because then the tables could totally turn. And now there's a whole new level of the metagame that was pre-existing. You're just going to bring that back, which I thought really did make the vanilla matches really interesting.
I concur.
You know, so and that was like one of the cool things, especially from a noob standpoint. Like you're not just gonna sit there and get bodies. Like, I can get back into the match and turn the tables anytime I want. You know,
especially with Wesker, just like break it, teleport down, just meet him on the ground.
Here I am.
Yeah,
here I am. Virgil. Yeah. Close enough. They're both OP. But anyway. I know, but yeah, to me, like, any mechanics where you can actually, like, get out of combos and, like, fight back instead of, like, oh, well, I just gotta stay here and die now.
Yeah.
Like, I think make the game more interesting.
Definitely. Especially for, like, the certain situations where you want to TAC or, like, tag in Phoenix or something like that, or try to snap her out, like, just those kind of situations will be punishable at that point. You just, you know, it's more opportunities. So I think the bottom line is that I think if you break a TAC, you should be able to get a reward out of that and get a combo.
Definitely.
Maybe have it scale a lot, so just like they'll fall out of it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But at least get something to where you can knock them up, knock them back down in special or something. You know, something pretty simple. Something.
Yeah, right.
Not nothing.
Give me something for my break.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey.
But yeah. Well,
that's about it.
Anything else, Mr. Agamemnon?
Trying to think.
Try hard.
Make Rocket easier to use.
No.
Yeah.
Rocket's pretty easy to use.
No, dude, it takes way too much setup.
No.
I get the setup part, but just like some of his combos they're not good. Like just his ABC stuff, like it's not good.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's just weird.
I don't like.
I've sat there and I've
bodies.
trained. I trained for like a week, and I was just like, you know, cause it's hard to break the habit of just doing the ABCs like you can with Cap. Or Sentinel even.
That dude's like cheap enough as it is, because you have to completely adjust your gameplay style to even hit him.
No.
Yeah.
That's
He's so easy to kill. You can kill him with the proton cannon. He's almost as easy as killing his Phoenix.
I feel like he would be like too short, and the cannon would just go right.
Yeah, he definitely.
No, the cannon hits the floor.
But like,
it's just like at point blank, like your issue was.
Oh yeah.
Where it's not where he's going to be able to avoid.
The situation is just like I play like Rocket as like the computer and stuff, like as Wesker or just a variety of people, and just OTGing that little. It's just always off. Because Wesker's OTG hits far, but it hits a bullet, so it hits a single point, and you're just like shit right over his head. Like Deadpool is a lot better, but like still you just like Katanarama like right over him. Just like,
I love that anger.
I think they should slow him down just to make it easier for like noobs to use. Because they made him to the point where it's like, okay, if I'm just picking this dude up, there's no way I'm going to be able to pick up these fast-ass moves, you know? It's like, that's just way too difficult.
One huge thing. They should let Dante's combos do more damage. Every single one of Dante's combos scales so much.
Yeah.
I hardly ever see anybody kill somebody with Dante. His simple ABC combos are so high execution, and they do no damage.
Yeah.
They're like the most flashy shit, and they're awesome. He has the tools for everything, and they're great. It's just he does not kill. He's not the kind of guy that kills unless he's an X Factor.
It's like his combos lasting the entire round. You're still alive, just sitting there, just being juggled.
Yeah, or like in the middle of a combo, it's like you might as well just reset, even if you have a sure combo, because it scales so much.
Yeah.
And like unless you're X Factor Dante, then like you're not really gonna kill anybody. It's just people can argue that since he already has like all the tools that you need, that's kind of like a nerf for him, but still like he does no damage. Like what are the point of having all the tools if you're just like you get scaled so much?
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Other than that, I think he could be a little bit more user friendly, but I kind of like the reason why he's not. Just because that's what his whole thing is for the game.
Yeah.
You know, like the better you are, the more high execution you are, the more stylish you're gonna be.
They should add the DMC skin.
Yeah. I was thinking about original Devil May Cry. I was thinking about the OG. I was like, that would be sweet with the vest.
Yeah, that would be badass.
Yeah.
His chest, his bloody chest.
Like the Devil May Cry 1 and 2, I always thought of his costume as like the Vampire Hunter D type stuff.
Yeah.
It was like the long trench coat with the vest, like the leather vest and stuff. Those would be cool alternate costumes. But fuck DMC. Fuck that rogue.
Successful
the
troll
skunk.
been successful.
Yeah. I literally thought of the original. I was just like, yeah.
No. It's like, yes, no. No, absolutely not.
Oh, like in the beginning of DMC, like we blow up that circuit, or you have that fight in that circus. He sees like that white Dante
Carnival.
wig
Oh,
at the carnival, and then he's just like, not in a million years.
Oh my god.
And then by the end of the game, that's what he is.
It's so lame. Pizza over the crotch.
You know the worst? I don't even. We've talked about this. The worst part was that you didn't even need a devil trigger. That game was so fucking easy.
I hardly ever devil triggered.
I devil triggered twice.
Just for low.
Just to see the red.
Yeah.
I want to see the red overcoat. I actually played through the whole game as the Devil May Cry 3 Dante costume.
So you're lucky.
Nice.
I didn't have that luxury.
You had to see a stupid.
I could not. I literally mentally could not play the game with that Dante.
I did it twice.
He just looked like Rock and Rolla with a not that I don't like Rock and Rolla. It's just that they literally saw him and it's like, hey, skinny guys, skinny drug addicts in big trench coats. Let's go ahead and do that. I was just like, no, Dante's like the epitome of health. Doesn't smoke cigarettes, eats a lot of pizza, listens to fucking death metal. This isn't him, man. So I had to get him. He still had those crackhead eyes though.
Yeah.
Because it's still the same
weird,
model,
Yeah,
except with different clothes on.
Gotcha.
So it's just like, fuck.
Just put a mask on him. Put the Dante mask on him.
I would love to.
And Virgil's stupid bowler hat.
Oh god.
Remember that?
I like the rest of his except for
That's all right.
the little
He
half
does
cut off.
whiny voices.
He like a little, like, you know, like
Yeah,
the
now.
They could have
Like,
done better.
like the penguin suits,
Uh-huh.
but like not actually that, but like the jackets.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
how
with
they
the
like
little fins at the back.
yeah, exactly, the fins like that. Except imagine just like one fin. So
okay.
like one leg is covered and the other leg is exposed.
Gotcha.
It looked pretty cool. It was just a little bit weird, and then the bowler hat just looked stupid.
I just hated his face. It was very punchable.
I think that's why because the bowler hat only works at certain people.
Yeah.
Even in real life.
Yeah,
like God, it did not work for. And Yamato, God, that guy's voice.
Motto.
The power of Yamato.
Oh man.
Power of
Terrible.
Yamato.
Yeah, Father gave you rebellion, and me, Yamato. It's like
Yamato.
Yamato.
You are my Yamato.
Yeah.
Well, another sad news. Eidos Montreal founder resigns. Irreconcilable differences with Square Enix Europe.
I didn't even know if that guy had anything to do. I know Eidos Montreal made Deus Ex, Human Revolution, Deus Ex in general.
Was really
I have no idea what hand that guy played in. I'm just sad just
Yeah.
because Deus Ex is somehow
he was just
somehow connected with that guy.
He just played it after and told him it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
This is something I thought was interesting.
I read the letter.
The first sentence in there says, citing a lack of leadership following the failure of Tomb Raider, Hitman Absolution, and Sleeping Dogs to meet sales expectations despite all three games being well received. Eidos Montreal founder and general manager Stefan de Astuas has resigned. But I thought that was really interesting because I thought Tomb Raider did really well.
It did mediocre.
What was it? What was the second game?
Hitman Absolution, which deserved to not do well because that game was not good.
Yeah, it was so glitchy on Xbox.
Okay, last one. Sleeping Dogs is amazing.
Yeah, that was the sleeper hit.
Yeah.
I hear from anybody like I don't hear a lot of people that play Sleeping Dogs, but whenever I hear somebody that has played it, they're like,
everyone loves it.
yeah, you love it. Like, dude, Sleeping Dogs is fucking. I literally go to a fight club and just like fight people, or just go around the street and you just like I don't know. It's a cool game.
Yeah,
it just never got marketed the right way,
but out of
or
those,
at all.
But out of those three, I would think Tomb Raider would have like reached their mark.
I'm really surprised to read that.
I was blown away by Tomb Raider. I didn't have
Yeah.
any expectations for it.
Because, like, across the board, people were like, oh, this is great. This is, like, the Tomb Raider people have been waiting
Yeah,
for.
exactly.
You know?
It definitely was. And, like, I thought everybody about that game. Like, I knew
Yeah.
everybody that played that shit.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
really
Yeah,
good.
it was really, I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, that's really surprising. Hitman was, like, I was so hyped for that game when I saw the gameplay footage. And then I tried to play through it. Like, I still haven't beat it yet. It's like, it just keeps dragging
The gameplay
on.
looked a little old.
Well,
Or
I thought it looked badass, like the way like everything like interacted and like the AI, but it's very linear.
Yeah.
Like all this, it's like all the stuff they were showing you is like, well, you have to do it like that.
I see.
Like the other ones, you could use a lot more imagination. Like, all right, I'm gonna kill this guy with this and like that and like that. This one is kind of like you have a more like specific route, and there's no way to figure it out until you've played through it once. You're like, okay, that's how I do it. So it's not as fun. So I just shoot everybody. So it's not the best assassin, but I get the job done.
So me being a stealth person, even if I wanted to be stealth, are you saying that I would really not have many choices?
You would, but with certain people, you would have to kill them like in a certain way. So I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit limiting. Especially after playing like Last of Us, like yeah, that's stealth. That's stealth killing. Like that, the stealth in that game, I think, is better than the stealth in Hitman.
Yeah, that's true. It's just like at certain times, let's go into stealth for a little bit. Just one thing. The only time I've seen stealth done wrong a lot. Don't get me wrong, but a very, very, very favorite game of mine, Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Yeah.
Fantastic gameplay, right? You played it. Very good stealth, but you go into boss fights where that doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I didn't like. I love the fights, though. I love everything about the game. It's just that if you're going mainly stealth and didn't get any health upgrades, because you can beat the game without any health upgrades, but when you get to a boss fight, you're just like, none of this matters. It's like getting to Galactus at the end of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's just like, none of my skill matters. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. It's just like, fuck. Yeah,
that was a huge criticism of the game. I heard that they revamped all the boss fights for the Wii U version that no one's ever going to play.
What about the, that's what first came to mind when you said, like, the stealth and that, but you still have to kill somebody a certain way.
It's more like they have, like, certain things that are, like, set up. Like, let's say you're going to kill a guy in, like, an auto shop. The way they want you to kill him, the way it's set up, it's like, all right, you're going to drop the car on this guy and just walk off into the sunset without anybody knowing. But it's almost like there's, like, a very specific way, like, you have to set up the scenario. It's like you see the way you can do it, and you're like, all right, how the hell do I get this guy from point A to point B to do this stealth kill? It's like, I don't know. It just feels like it's like there's less creativity in the way that you can do stuff. It's not like, oh, I'm going to shoot down this chandelier, then swing across there. I don't know. Yeah. I just bust out the shotgun and have myself a time.
That's good.
But let's see here. Trying to figure out. Okay, so he cited a lack of leadership, a lack of courage, and lack of communication for the reasons why he wasn't able to conduct his job correctly.
He owes it a lot to Square.
Yeah. He went on to say that Square Enix some things to learn about how to sell their games. We're in a situation where we have great games that could have sold more. They need to attack that very, very seriously. Last year was supposed to be a home run season, but we didn't hit a single home run. Maybe a double or a triple, but there weren't home runs. What the hell's a home run? I don't know what this baseball terminology is.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like any of their games, I feel like they're really popular, but they don't sell a lot.
Yeah.
Like Deus Ex, that's a really widely loved game, but I never heard of it being like breaking sales or like even like making its goals.
Yeah.
And like that, just kind of like a. I feel like Deus Ex kind of like became like instantly a cult classic to everybody. Like,
but yeah,
it's
definitely.
very underground, yeah. But it just feels like, from what he's saying, it does seem like that's what's happening. It's like they have great content that somebody doesn't know how to sell.
Yeah, that's the thing. He says, quite competent in developer side of things. I guess this has been an ongoing thing. So I've been really communicating my concerns, communicating my suggestions, recommendations since March. It's been quite tense. Ultimately, the founder wasn't able to make it work, and after 6.5 years at Eidos Montreal, resigned. So I've dropped the mic. That really sucks. Like, that would suck to be in that position where, all those games, Hitman Absolution aside, were great games that should have sold a lot. But it's like, it just seems like Square Enix just wasn't really committed to selling them.
Yeah.
That Tomb Raider was a shocker.
I want to say Tomb Raider actually hit 2 million sales recently.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe it was still selling well, but not up to their whatever standards they were hoping for.
Sleeping Dogs definitely should have sold more than it did. Deus Ex,
it's fun.
Sleeping Dogs, I don't think hit nearly the potential it deserved.
Yeah,
it's like that one they really did wrong. Tomb Raider obviously should have easily hit like 5 million within the first month or so.
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs just has like a specific personality to it.
It does.
It has like something like different about it, like something just very unique.
Well, that was the thing because it sold itself as like the GTA killer, to where it was just like, hey, if you don't like Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row, play this because it's a lot better.
I kind of felt like that was the wrong way to go about it. I thought they should have marketed it more like, hey, you like Red Dead, you'll like this game. Because to me, like, GTA and Saints Row were more like, you just screw around, you want to fuck around and shoot cops and just, have a, crazy time. Like, I felt like when they brought out Red Dead, like, that was when you saw, Rockstar maturing. It's like, they can really tell a really good story and have a really immersive environment. And I feel like that's the way Sleeping Dogs was. Yeah. So I would have compared it more to Red Dead because it's, like, that kind of game where you're like, wow, this is a good, gripping story. Yeah. The mechanics are great. You really feel like you're in this world. Whereas GTA... still a good game, but it's like you never really feel like you're doing anything more than just kind of being a thug, like screwing around,
Yeah.
And the same throw is just ridiculous, you know?
Yeah. We run around with big purple dildo swords.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love beating the shit out of people with umbrellas and sleeping dogs.
I love doing that. I like beating people up with the purses.
Especially when he does like the jumping one.
Yeah.
Like the jumping over the head and just come down with a purse on their head.
Overhand umbrella.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I really hope somehow they do make another Sleeping Dogs, because just to imagine them expanding on the fighting mechanics.
It's so fun, and you have an awesome pimp walk.
Yeah.
You just walk away from shit.
Do you love the wedding suit where you're just all...
Oh, my God. The wedding suit. Oh, that scene was so crazy.
Oh,
the fucking dude gets shot up.
Yeah,
You're like holding his body. You're just like... Yeah. You're just like trying to fight your way out and shit. That's so cool.
You gotta get the champagne, come back. Oh, guess that wedding's canceled.
You fucking wore it afterwards, didn't you?
Yeah.
You went back to the closet.
That was like my main suit that I would wear. It looks so pimp. It's like you're just walking around randomly. No one comments that you're covered in blood. Don't worry, it's not mine.
He's a handsome guy, but damn.
Yeah,
happened to his suit?
Someone needs to do his laundry.
I'm Wei Shen, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, man. Man who don't play Sleeping Dog, never a full man. That's all I know.
Never a whole man.
Well, speaking of classic games, Soul Calibur 2 HD Online coming to PS3 and Xbox 360 this fall.
It's going to be a dumb question, but Link's probably not going to be in it, is he?
See,
He was in the GameCube version.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
I'm not sure. Hold on, let me read through this real quick.
Nintendo's probably not going to let him do that.
I'm sure if they release it throughout all consoles, they'll probably honor that, maybe. So you have to get the Wii U version.
No.
Okay, so they haven't confirmed it yet. That's what I was thinking.
We'll get the Heihachi version.
I won't ever get a Nintendo system unless there's going to be an awesome HD realistic Legend of Zelda being made.
Yeah.
I had enough of cell shaded.
Well, you have to wait a while.
I wouldn't be done with cell shading if they didn't make Twilight Princess so good and then go back to cell shading after oh, we got a little bit too dark and cool.
I know.
I'm sorry we grew up with our audience. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry Ganondorf just
sorry we showed signs
off.
of maturity.
It wasn't even bloody. You just grabbed a sage's head and they went to black dust. I was like, that was badass.
Yeah.
Ganondorf's powerful.
Like Disney
it also wasn't
it.
bloody for the kids. You know, it was just a spirit that went.
Lose your head.
They don't even look like real people. They just look like black fucking silhouettes with white eyes. But I was like, that was cool.
Yeah.
It's just like actually, the mortal draw. Like you just literally just kill someone in one hit, or just the stab on the ground.
No.
And it's just stabbing motions into the big area. Like that's awesome. It's realistic. It was dark, a little bit drab, and then they go back to let's keep that kind of character model, but just make it all cell shaded and happy looking again.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I feel like the cell shading stuff, they moved the whole Wind Waker Link.
Mm-hmm.
They moved him to be primarily the mobile version of all the Legend of Zelda, which is fine. I like that they did that, but I feel like that should be where all the cell shading is.
I agree.
All the realistic ones need to be on the consoles, and then Wind Waker Link, that whole character model and universe needs to be on the mobile versions. Yeah. I feel like that would be a perfect way to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what they're doing it, but shit, Skyward Sword,
was crap, man. Yeah. And they make more ridiculous weapons that don't make sense.
Yeah.
It's no, this weapon suck balls. And you still can't use 8-way what do you call it, sword slashing. You'll just have to use the basic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really, you tout this whole Wii U motion can make any motion you want, but you're just gonna stick to 8.
That is so weak.
And then you switch the shield to the right side because most people, or the shield to the left side because most people use their right hand to swing. It's so what? Make it an option. Is it really that hard?
Yeah.
It's Jesus, man.
Yeah, it's just lazy programming. But yeah, right now they said that they only showed Heihachi feature. He was featured in the teaser trailer.
I was thinking Heihachi and Spawn, but maybe it's just Heihachi.
Well, that's the thing. So it's not confirmed whether or not Spawn or Link are going to be in the HD version. It'd be cool if all three of them were in there, so you can finally
definitely
play the other ones. But I guess we'll find out this fall. But I don't know. But to me, I'm excited just because that's to me the best version of Soul Calibur.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely.
You got the parry.
When is that coming out?
Forward parry and back parry.
It just says fall.
I'm definitely going to go ahead and say that we're going to play that around that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we definitely got to play it. That was the last one that we seriously threw down with Nat on.
Oh, yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
You use Mitsurugi and you use freaking...
Well, because I remember getting
Savant.
Soul Calibur 3, and they completely changed Ivy, and they changed a couple other characters. They still made Mitsurugi was still the same. Like, he was still cheap, and when I played Nat at him, it was like, I had to completely relearn Ivy, and by the, I don't know, second or third day, I was done. I was like, why did they change her up so much?
Yeah.
They changed literally almost all her moves. It was so frustrating, man. It was like, she was perfect in Soul Calibur 2. And it'd be like if they made Ryu a charged character.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it felt like.
Sonic Hadouken.
It's like, how do you go from like the most basic? And it's not like she was easy to learn in the first place. That shit took me forever, man.
Yeah.
But I had every move. I was so variable with her. I was like so good. Like I'm confident now that had I known about FGC shit back then, I'd have fucking been boss. Like nobody could fuck with me in that game.
Yeah.
Now, I could go toe to toe with Nat's Mitsurugi. And if I learned how to play joystick, I could take anybody downtown at Einstein's at the time. Like, that's how confident I was with that character. And then in Soul Calibur 3, they fucked her. They ass-fucked her. Not even in the good, sexy Lexi Bell way.
She was into it.
Yeah.
She was not into it.
Well, she's a dominatrix, so I think she's the one that inflicts the pain. I don't know if she can take it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
If we played Soul Calibur 2 right now, I'm pretty sure I still remember how to play Cervantes. Like, I
Dude,
like him.
I know
I
I
never,
can
he
play
never,
Cervantes. I know I could play Ivy.
he never played the same after 2. I'm just sad.
To me, the whole series went down after 2, because, 3 was really lackluster.
3 sucked, dude. I bought that day one, and I sat there learning all the characters. I was like, this game is garbage. Like, I literally just set it to the side. I fucking traded it in.
The 3 is the only one I also don't own. I think I played a little bit of yours, and, that was it. I have 4, I have 5, I have 1 and 2,
3,
I think I have 6.
The only good thing about 3 was the introduction of Tira. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
Tira and Zasalamel. That was
Tira.
probably it. Because they added a black guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Why you sound nasty? But yeah, I got a black guy.
No, that was a good thing. They finally put a black person in the game. And they had him a scythe. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I can get behind this.
Didn't he have a gold eye?
But the scythe wasn't even that good. Just the movements. You would think it'd be all cool and stuff, but he wasn't that cool.
Yeah, he was like a poor man's Astaroth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they recycled the villain as just like a bootleg Inferno. I was like,
hate that.
really?
That's only.
And then they got rid of what do you call it? Like Charade, and they put Owlman. I believe. I think that was 3. Yeah, I don't know. There was so much about that game I fucking hated. And then 4.
4 was only good because of the creative character. The creative character was boss.
Yeah, because I remember trying to learn Ivy in that game, and it was still it was just as painful as 3. But I sat there for a couple of weeks, and I sat there and I learned. I started playing online. I remember there was this dude who's like, Ivy player, probably not even good. And then this guy was really good. We ran it back a couple of times, and I was like, I couldn't win. I couldn't get a 1-up on him, but. He was like, "Whoa, actually, this guy's actually pretty competent." And I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah, you're
glad
damn
he
right.
said that, even though I was playing terrible.
Yeah.
It was like, "Oh, he seems like he gets he knows what he's doing." He's like, "I can't underestimate him." He's just sitting there talking to his friend. I'm just like, "Shut up!"
He's just commentating for himself.
No, yeah, you can just hear some kid in the background.
I feel like 5 was the closest they got to 2, but it was still a far cry.
Yeah.
From where it needed to be.
Far Cry 3.
Yeah, exactly. Punch a shark in the mouth.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
5, yeah, 5 was kind of like a run back to 2, but
it didn't quite get there.
Yeah. Because obviously, I'm not hounding back to it. It didn't grip me the same way Soul Calibur 2 did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, Siegfried is my shit in Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah, that's all who I use. Even in 3 and 4, was I'm just gonna go with Siegfried.
Yeah,
this is the way to go. My gats.
Gatska.
The first thing I'm gonna do when we get this game, first match that I'm gonna be in. So I'm gonna be Siegfried. And put the sword on my back. I'm just gonna double tap forward and rush and just do that hit where he just knocks you on the head with the hilt.
Yeah.
It just knocks you out of the ring. I'm gonna push you to the edge of the ring, just run and knock you out.
Oh, and the 8-way run in that
do.
game was incredible. I loved it. I've still yet 3, 4, and 5. Just doesn't ever feel the same.
It's just
I love the strafing in that game.
It's just funny because all those games were a step back. It was 2, they got it right with everything. They're let's fuck it all up.
Why didn't you just keep it that way, you idiots?
Yeah. To me, it was kind of with Tekken. Tekken 4 for me was the best one.
Yeah.
Where they kind of added I think it was the same way where they added the 8-way run and you can actually move in those They added that movement, and then with 5, they just went back to the way it used to be. It was like 4 was the most unique, I thought. But I don't know. Looking forward to Soul Calibur 2 this fall.
Yeah.
I really hope they have Link in there. So the same way you said you just want to do the hilt attack to knock someone out of the ring, I just want to do is throw someone out of the ring.
Throw bombs.
With Link, all I did was do the uppercut and shoot him in the air with the arrow.
Yeah.
And they kind of like float out the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or head back and do the...
Raphael was
hit him back
great.
and
he was in 2.
throw a bomb on the ground.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and they screwed him up in 3. They made him a freaking undead pirate.
No, I think he was like vampire-ish.
Well, whatever he was. Whatever the fuck he was, he wasn't what he was.
He was corrupted by the Soul Calibur.
The Dark Hado.
Or the Soul Edge.
Soul Edge.
He was born into the Soul Edge.
By then it was blinding. Alright, I guess we'll end with this last one. Borderlands 2 devs talk lack of personality in playable characters.
I played up to level 22 in Borderlands. So.
I got up to level 30.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to talk a lot about.
I beat the game.
Okay, you beat the game.
I would no DLC.
With no DLC.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like a pack to come out to where I can just buy it all for like $30.
Yeah, it's probably going to come out soon. I wouldn't doubt it. But I guess I could agree. I mean, I played Zero though, and Zero not supposed to have a personality, so I really couldn't say. I played the Soldier for like 5. Well, I played the Soldier up to like level. Yeah, I played Axon up to like level 8, I believe.
Yeah.
I didn't play much of him though, but I played Zero, so Zero's like the character that was just like did not have a personality.
Yeah.
So I think he wasn't supposed to, so I couldn't speak for the other ones. But anytime we interacted, it was kind of like
it was fun.
silent. Yeah,
it's
it
a
was
great party game.
Oh,
know?
I think like you don't need more than one person, but it's definitely worth it to have somebody to play through with.
I don't know. To me, because like playing by myself was fulfilling. But it's just like, if I had you and Prometheus there, like, I would have had so much more fun. Because we could just chill and relax and just kill shit. I'm like, oh, cool, check out this gun here. You check it out. You're looking for a shotgun, right? I'm not giving mine up, but you can have this one. And just swapping stuff. And I don't know, man. Co-op is just so good in that game. And there was just random people that would join mine, but they would never say anything. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. 20 levels above you, so you get no XP.
20 levels. Yeah, so people would join like 20 levels. Like at the time, I was like level 23, and this dude was like level 50. He joined my game a couple of times. And, it's like he's killing all these dudes for me like he's doing me a fucking favor. I'm getting 1 XP, where on my own, I'd be getting like 260.
Oh, man.
Oh,
so you're robbing me of all this fucking XP. It's like, dude, I'm not leveling up. You just killed 30 people. I just got 30 XP. You killed the boss. I got 10. I'm supposed to get like 10,000.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Bad. That's funny. Yeah,
I'm exaggerating, but that's how it was. Like, he literally wiped off this whole map for me. I think it was Frostbite Canyon. And, he cleared the way, so all I did was collect money and collect guns and weapons, which just turned into money because they always usually suck.
Nah.
And then he leaves. I'm like, well, great. You
off into the sunset.
You killed a boss guy. I got all this iridium that I'm sitting on, so I can go buy some cool stuff. But it's just like, I don't level up. I'm still level 23, and I just cleared all my missions that would have given me tons of XP. Like, you literally just stunted my XP growth, I want my fucking character level ups,
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck that noise.
Yeah, I just want to read this one quote that I thought was funny. It's like, we didn't know that anybody wanted personality in the characters until super late, and we really didn't have enough time to fully react. I guess this guy Birch, I guess one of the developers. I hate when characters talk in games. I like my Gordon Freemans, so I just wrote them that way. I was like, haha, I'm so clever. It's less work and it's better. But it turns out people really want to know why all these characters are on Pandora. Is this funny? Like, I just like the idea of like people want personality in these characters. I mean,
why wouldn't they?
Why do you? I mean, you want to know their motivations and their fears and hopes and what they had for breakfast.
Is this like Borderlands sets up the whole game in a way that you always wonder like why these 4 people are together and things like that, but they have such an enriching start and like a story starting from when they're there and on, like with the story that they're telling, but like they don't really tell much backstory, but the way they tell the actual story is like you don't really need their backstory.
Yeah.
But like I guess fans and stuff obviously they want to know, they want more, which is understandable. So I think they made it work without backstories, but now like, I guess they are pretty silent and flat. He's got a few grunts here and there. Yeah.
It's kind of funny to me because all the like NPCs have a lot of personality.
Oh, like Handsome Jack?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's funny how they decide to put all the personality with those characters, but they're like, well, the characters you actually play as, nah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what, like, when I play Borderlands by myself, like, when you're just kind of running around and stuff and, like, going from quest to quest, it's a little bit quiet. You ever get that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like...
Yeah, that's why it's fun to play co-op with somebody, because you can just talk.
They just hear there's like an enemy like way out there. It's like, what the hell? And all you hear is you just hear gunshots and stuff. So it's a little bit quiet. It's kind of like playing an MMO at some points where you just kind of like, you know, put it to auto run.
Yeah.
Kind of wait till you get to your destination.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
if only.
I really don't have any problems with Borderlands. Though. I love it.
Yeah, more content's great.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, all
Tiny
the
Tina
$80
DLC.
worth of DLC will be worth $30.
I think they did great, and they're just if they put like more content, it's just gonna get better. I heard that Tiny Tina one was pretty good. What was it called?
Assault on Dragon's Keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was totally going to say that.
Yeah, I still only level up.
I know they have more DLC on the way. I can't remember exactly what it was though.
They're gonna do another level cap,
That's what it was.
and
Like
a lot of people are
or
hoping they
something.
do a 7th character.
Not as handsome, Jack.
No, I was actually hoping it would be Tiny Tina, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't pick an NPC because that would probably like glitch the game.
Oh, I see.
Like, hey, I'm eating myself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Although I
like
doubt
a
it, but
I wouldn't say it would glitch it. It would just be like weird.
yeah.
It would be like when you fight yourself like in Street Fighter. You know, it's like, hey, 2 Ryus. Oh well. I'm the real one.
Yeah.
You get all territorial.
Yeah.
I'm the real one. You're the imposter.
Right.
Takes off his wig. It's Ken. I know. Get more play this way. But yeah. It's pretty much all I got on that.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
That's all I got.
I love the delay. Like you're thinking, like.
Well, I was sitting there thinking, like, what kind of character to use? Like, what would be a cool 7th character? Like, the only thing I could think of was like maybe like some cool melee character, because like Zero is as close as a melee character as you get, because you can actually like use his stats to like make him a primarily Zero.
Oh yeah,
a primarily a melee character, to where like all you can just use the sword all day long.
Yeah,
you know, and then just rely on your stealth and stuff like that.
I use him like Mordecai. I use him as a sniper.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what it is a Mordecai clone.
Yeah.
Let's put John Matrix in the game.
That's all they are. They're all just
John
clones of
Matrix.
the previous characters, but with different properties.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly wouldn't know what kind of character. Like, you think of WoW, like all the different classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure you can do the same thing here, but what do we do? I don't know.
Necromancer.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Bring back the dead. The army of the
I
undead.
thought they already had the Mechromancer.
They had Mechromancer, where you can bring back robots. Or you can control robots.
But now you can bring back the dead.
So they can have the Necromancer. You can control
better yet.
bullies.
Yeah.
The Mother Dragons DLC.
Aw,
Can summon
yeah.
dragons.
Oh my god.
Dracarys!
You can ride a dragon.
The unburnt. Heir to the Iron Throne.
They should just do one where you're a robot. That'd be cool.
A robot dragon.
Yeah.
A robot
Sure.
dragon.
And with that.
Yay,
I get to do it.
No. You're supposed to say your name after you say that with that.
This has been Bobby Beetle.
Damn it.
That's for Prometheus.
Damn it. Zach of Amnon.
This has been
Safe File Corrupted. Ah!